Live from the studios of First Coast News, Jordan Wilkerson and David Benfield. This is First Coast Living.
Hello and welcome to First Coast Living. I'm Jordan Wilkerson.
And I'm David Benfield. Happy Tuesday, everybody.
Happy Tuesday.
Welcome to the Tuesday edition of First Coast Living.
That's right, and hope the first day back to school for everyone went well.
Yeah.
If yesterday, again, the traffic. Oh, there was like an accident that caused traffic this morning a little bit for me, but I'm still just kind of shocked.
Yeah,
because I really thought it was gonna get bad.
I did too.
Kids went back to school.
So I'm curious as how many of you are just waiting to go back to school the second week,
or who's doing maybe Florida virtual instead.
Oh,
I don't know.
I didn't really think about that.
Yeah. But it's been kind of nice. But I hope whoever was in that crash this morning is okay.
Yeah, no, for real. Yep.
But yeah.
Let's do it. Let's get into it.
Yeah, let's get into it. Producer Matt, why don't you come on over
here? All right.
Speaking of back to school.
Yeah. Well, today we're going to be living in the kitchen with the good friends from our show. Chef Tommy's over there making.
Oh yeah,
some
we should probably
special
tell them
stuff
what's
for us.
coming up on the show.
Absolutely. Plus, you can still enjoy base there. Hey, there's Tom. Hey, man. So we're always pleased to have you here. Plus, you can still enjoy baseball on the First Coast. The Jumbo Shrimp's very own Scott Kronberg will be here. Hello, Scott. Good to see you again, sir. He's off to the side. You can't see him. But we'll check in with him for a minute. But first,
it's time for.
There we go.
Say what?
All
Back to school
train's
edition.
back on the track.
Thank you for getting us back on track. I'm ready for this game.
So excited to relive our glory days.
I'm excited for the game.
Relive our glory days. Today's trivia is special since everyone's back to school in Duval.
Yep.
I hounded y'all for like a week straight. Send me your senior pictures.
Yeah.
And we're gonna try to. You
I
guys
have
are
a hard
gonna
time
guess
finding stuff.
what year most of us graduated.
Okay.
And we'll leave it at that.
They're all younger than we are.
We're not gonna
too,
make
by
fun
the
of
way.
anybody. But let's roll it first.
We're not going to make fun of anybody.
Start off strong.
Oh my
Look at Professor
goodness!
Mead.
How cute!
What a
Who
sweet
yelled nerd?
boy.
He looks awesome.
This is our very own director, producer, photog.
And he's
does
got a
everything.
million
Yeah.
names.
Yeah.
Might steal your girl. You never know.
Oh.
Professor Mead, Marshall,
Yeah,
Weasel,
look at
Magoo.
No, he is happily
Stud.
involved.
So,
All right,
fun
so we have to
fact,
guess.
This is actually the picture of my fantasy football team. So guess the year.
I love that.
Marshall graduated high school.
Okay.
What?
Oh, man, I don't know his age. I know he's
2018 or 2019.
I'll say 17. I don't know.
Let's
It's a
roll
total
it.
guess. Oh, good job.
2019. Good
Good
job,
job.
David. We also have some fun facts to make us
Oh, yeah,
feel
they want to see the date.
even
yeah.
Oh, there
more.
you go.
Season class of 2019. Make us feel
There you
more
go.
so
Very
let's
cool.
go ahead and roll some fun facts. While we're at it, let's roll it. Clodog and Measle, what do we got? The #1 song was Old Town Road.
Oh, my
And
gosh.
the #1 movie, Avengers Endgame.
So weird. Makes us feel
Kinda
old,
goes
doesn't
We
it?
were singing some hits and we're just figuring out like there's no way that song is that old.
Right? Now, can you tell us how old you are in my ear here?
Marshall at least
25. He's turning 26 this year.
Oh,
Okay.
way off.
Baby.
28.
Wow.
All right.
Dad.
Let's roll the next one.
That is weird.
Yeah, I'm super old enough to be his dad.
Nah,
Okay.
David, you're a young soul.
Oh, yeah, look at that hair, dude.
Okay. Were you in like a
Look at his
scene?
bright eyes. He's got the
was.
whole world ahead of
I
him.
had the dream that I would be a punk rock lead singer, Blink-182.
Oh, yeah.
Where are you?
I mean, dude, look. I mean, he's
thought-
got the swoop going on.
It's
I
the
mean, look at
very
that.
scene look.
Yeah, dude, he's got the whole
Yeah.
emo thing.
I thought I was
rocking.
it, man. And I realized, oh, that singing's not going to work out. Neither is football. It wasn't going to go D1.
All right,
Well,
so
yeah.
what do you
Okay,
think?
hold on.
What do
How
you
old
think?
are you? Can you at least give us a clue?
No.
All right,
Let's see,
fine,
Let's
no
see.
clue.
I'll say to you.
I can't remember if-
20.
I guess I'll follow your lead.
14.
Okay, I'll do 16.
I appreciate y'all.
Oh!
12, graduate class of
Okay,
2012, Harlingen
okay.
South, and the RGV. Shout out the 956.
Yeah, so you're not that young.
I know. Well, like when I talk to you guys and
Yeah, when you talk
have,
to
like,
us, yeah, you're very young.
Well, but like we say the same things. We have a lot of things in common.
No,
and
for
it's
sure.
just, so,
We
like,
do, we do.
But let's roll the fun facts. Let's go back
Okay.
to the year 2012. Somebody that I used to know. We were singing this.
I like
Yeah,
it.
we were
And it's kind of funny that Measle and I are probably the closest friends here. Avengers #1 movie. Avengers Endgame was his #1
Yeah.
movie. So kind of funny how
I
things work
love
out.
it. Makes
Okay,
sense.
so your age?
32.
32. Okay, I couldn't remember like the age
No
difference between
spring
you
chicken
two.
anymore.
No.
All right. Oh gosh.
Absolutely.
Who's
All right, here we
next?
go.
Which
Let's go
picture
to the
did you
next one.
choose? I gave a couple. Okay, hello.
Whoa, yeah, look at that hair.
That is all my hair too.
Wow.
We got
into the back.
Jordan
Check it out.
Wilkerson, the one and only.
You look like a Texas debutante. Like the higher the hair, the closer to God.
That's right. That's
You know?
right. That was back in my modeling days.
All right, so let's see.
And I'm closer to your age, obviously.
Right. So let's see. That'd be 2000 and what?
I just love that.
3 or 4.
Okay, are you guessing now?
No.
Oh, come on.
I know the answers and I know.
Oh,
better.
that's right. You know the answer.
Yeah,
But I just want to say, I love how the hair is always the.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
real.
Yeah.
You look great though. Oh, it's close. 2005.
05, baby.
2005.
Yep.
Jordan
Very
Wilkerson
cool.
with the hair of the decade. And the fun facts of 2020 or 2005, my bad. Not even 20.
Oh, that's so sad.
2005. What are the fun facts? YouTube was founded, activated on February 14th. The Office premiered on NBC.
Oh, wow.
And the #1 song, Jordan, go ahead and sing
We
it for us.
belong together.
By Mariah Carey.
There you go.
Lovely. Good
Oh
job.
my God.
2005, also a good year. Spurs won a championship that
There
year.
you go. Very
So,
good memory. All right, what else we got?
Bring back the hair, Jordan. Let's go. Run the next one. We have the one and only.
Oh, there we go.
Field.
Also the color of what your hair used to be.
Right, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
Mom was really concerned.
So I'm
with
doing
that
this based off our age. I'm going to say 99.
You look like you did not want to be there at all. You're like kind of half smiling. Yeah, I guess I did it. I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, 99. Let's roll
You
it.
think 99?
98.
Oh, 98.
Yeah.
Okay, we were only 1 year off.
Yeah,
We're
that's
6
good.
years apart, so.
And you look younger than ever, my good friend.
Okay.
Let's roll. Let's go back to the year 1998. Oh man, that's #1. Too close by next. So this is the age difference. I have.
I
no
was like,
idea-
what is
I
that?
have no idea who next is. David.
Wait, sing it. How does it go?
I don't know how it goes.
I'm sure I've heard it. I know. Nope.
Come here, dude. Come here. Oh, don't be afraid.
Google.
I know that one. Yes, I
founded
do know
on
it. Okay.
September 8th, 1998.
Who's founded?
And the #1 movie was Titanic.
Titanic.
Oh, that's adorable.
Man, David, this
I
is
feel aged.
All right, so we have one more.
gotta save the best for last.
Yeah.
Let's roll it.
Our executive producer, Justin
Executive
Miller.
producer,
Oh my gosh! Sorry, we love you, but wow. He's in a meeting, but he said he was going to turn this on, so I hope he's watching.
I hope he's getting roasted by everybody.
Oh, he's holding the diploma. So proud. All right.
I told him to bring the hair back.
Okay, he's.
Oh, what a goober.
I think I'm.
He's even got the class ring.
All right.
Wow.
I'm going to say 2011.
Yeah, that 2010.
Let's roll it.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, only 3 years more than I am. Okay.
2008, boss man Justin
All right,
Miller.
fun facts. We have them for real
Yeah,
quick?
we have a fun fact.
Oh,
The
cool.
Dark Knight, #1 movie
Wow.
in Breaking Bad,
What a
premiered its
good
first
year.
season on AMC.
Yeah.
This was
2008.
cool.
Fun
Great
fact,
job.
Gators won a national championship that year.
Oh.
Just throwing that out there for y'all.
Oh, wait. My husband went to that game.
Let's go.
He did, and it was the championship in Miami, right?
Yep.
That's
San
right.
Francisco.
He was there. I got to drop him off and then go back home.
Dang.
No, the ticket was too expensive, he said. Back then,
No,
you
it'd be
know.
Crazy. You
So
ready?
should we bring
Yeah.
back the hair?
Let's go get some food.
Thank you for
Let's
that,
get
Matt.
some
That was so fun. He said, bring back the hair.
Bring back the hair, guys. Good job.
Thanks, Matt. That was fun.
All
A
right.
blast from the past, huh?
Oh, wow. All right, it's time for Living in the Winn-Dixie Kitchen, brought to you by ProCraft Cabinetry. And we have, of course, Super Chef, Super Friend, Tom Gray. Hello,
So
sir.
excited.
How are you?
Very good. Wow.
So you at Electric Dough Pizza Company, you guys always have monthly new pizzas.
Yes.
What are we doing today?
So we've been doing a monthly pizza here for a while now. This month is for August is a Mexican street corn pizza
What?
with chili lime chicken, little
God.
tortilla cheese on top, some tahini, some cilantro.
Okay, how did you come up with this idea?
Honestly,
I'm just, like,
it
mesmerized.
Smells good.
started
Looking at
from I did a Mexican street corn toast years ago
toast?
on at our first restaurant just
Okay.
before it became Prati. And so this is, and then this, so we did cotija cheese, some tahini,
Yep.
fresh cilantro,
Okay.
and then this is the chili lime that is also on the chicken. We put a little bit on the pizza,
Yeah, I'm excited for
a little bit
this.
of black pepper.
It's
Gotta
never just a
season all
pizza.
up.
It's a
It's-
next
it-
level pizza.
It's pizza that's
Oh,
also
look how he's
seasoned.
kind of
You see
throwing
that?
salt there.
With a little flair.
Salt
Yeah.
Bay, you got
A
nothing on
Salt
me.
Bay.
You ain't got
I
nothing
love
on
it.
me.
I love it.
Yeah.
All right, why don't you, we got to do this one at a time so we can talk, right? So you go in for that. So tell us about, through the end of the month we can do
Through
this.
the end of the month, this pizza.
But you have lunch specials every day at Electric Dough.
In fact, we just added to our lunch special.
Is it good?
We had the pizza, salad, and organic beverage
nice.
for $12.50.
Oh,
now we
wonderful.
have soup, salad, and organic beverage
Very
for
cool.
$12.50. So you can choice up.
Very nice.
Right
Yeah,
now
maybe
we
if you're
have
not, not doing the carb situation, you go to the.
Ah, yes,
the
very
soup.
good.
Exactly.
And then you're doing also a pop-up event.
Yes, so these beautiful flowers that is from Blue Blossom.
So pretty.
And we have a pop-up. We had a pop-up with her about a month ago, and she's coming back this Friday.
Oh my God, this is good.
Along with another friend who is doing, I've forgotten their name, but they do sourdough bread
Ooh.
and dog treats. So they're doing
Oh my
the
gosh.
pop-up together.
Oh, cool.
Right out front in front of Electric Dough Pizza Co. in San Marco.
Yeah.
And you can grab some flowers, go in, grab a cocktail, a pizza, take some bread home,
Yeah.
some
And it's called
treats.
Pedals and
Lotto.
Pizza,
Pedals and Pizza.
and it's this Friday.
It's this Friday.
What time?
4 o'clock, like
Okay.
right out front. So, yeah,
Oh, God.
we had a great turnout last time.
Yeah, that's amazing. All right, what else is going on around with the with some of the other restaurants you got? You have 2 other ones.
So we have two other ones. We are going to do a crab cake next,
Yeah.
which you
Ooh,
won't
yeah.
be part of.
Oh,
and
yeah.
You know what? I'll be asking
That's
the questions
okay.
that time.
I'll
and
do
you
it.
can-
Okay, yeah.
Perfect,
Yeah, so
perfect.
see, I'm
All
gonna
right,
go
well
back
then
to
you keep
eating,
going.
and you can go back to asking
Because
questions.
really
That's what
quickly
we're
at
gonna do.
Electric Dough, you still have something coming up for the
Oh,
Jax
it's the,
preseason. Quarterback crawl.
That is Saturday.
Okay.
And that is throughout all of San Marco. So
Oh.
there's several bars, restaurants are all doing different offers. You get a ticket, come through. We're doing our margarita on tap.
Oh,
nice.
my.
And I think we're doing tastes of pizzas. I'm not sure which pizza we're going to do. We're
Okay.
So you get to work your way through San Marco.
Yeah.
And you can always come back.
Yeah.
Or you can hit that spot and stay there, whatever you'd like to do. So that's also happening this Saturday. So we have lots of
The pop-up on Friday and then this on Saturday.
And,
How
this,
fun.
and make sure that you guys, like we're actually going to have the folks from that event on the show later this
Oh,
week.
awesome.
Yep. So
Oh,
we'll,
I didn't
we'll
even
learn
know
some
that.
more details about that
Very
too. So yeah, make
cool.
sure that you tune in for that. Yeah,
But you
probably
can't
got
ever
that book.
forget, also can't forget,
course.
Electric Dough's happy hour is pretty amazing.
Tell us.
There's 2 of them. You have
Okay,
every
he's
day-
talking. I'm gonna
every
take
day
another bite.
From 3:14 till 6, and then every Friday and Saturday from 10 p.m. till midnight.
Oh, yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah.
I forgot about the late one.
Liz, I wish I could do the late night one.
Yes, you can.
I can't do a late night one. I want to. I wish I could. And like every time you get the idea, like, ooh, I'm gonna go hit that late night one.
Fall asleep.
Oh,
Done.
yeah.
Man. Like
You got to
seriously.
do it while you're already out.
Yeah, like that's gonna happen.
Like maybe after a show that you do.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Bring the boys over. Now, you
That's
also
a great
offer
idea.
catering? I didn't know that.
Yes, we do catering, drop off to your office, pizzas, salad,
That's awesome.
meatballs.
Oh, I love your
Love
meatballs.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
yeah. So
Hold on, I'm gonna get a sip of water. Keep talking.
We just got that underway. So we have a whole catering menu ready for delivery or pickup.
Nice.
Yeah, it's been great. So
Well,
Excellent.
this was great. Thank you
It's
so much.
fantastic.
Tell everyone where you're located real quick.
we're right in San Marco at 1996 San Marco Boulevard.
Yeah,
It's the old San Marco movie theater.
That's right.
The former
So
San
cool.
Marco movie
That's right. And then just down on the next block over, there's Town Hall. So make sure you do that. And
Yes.
then over to the town center, we have Prati Italia.
Yes.
Thank you, sir. We're gonna come back, and she's gonna eat crab cake. But for now,
Yeah,
Jordan,
I
think
can't
you gotta take a
wait.
walk.
Yes, I'm heading over here because the Jax Freebirds are hosting their inaugural Red Party August 29th. So we've got board members Nicole DiLoretto and Dennis Siebert to tell us all about it. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having us,
And thank
Jordan.
you for asking me to be a part of it. I'm so excited. It's going to be an amazing event. I've been to one of their meetings. This is going to be such an upscale event you definitely don't want to miss. So before we get into that, tell us about Jax Freebirds and your overall mission.
Love it. Well, first and foremost, thank you for having us back. It's great to be
course.
back here. Many thanks to the First Coast News family here for having us and allowing us an opportunity to share a little bit more about the Jax Freebirds. Our mission's simple. It's to give back to our community when our neighbors are experiencing hardship
Right.
or tragedy. And we pride ourselves on stepping in with speed and agility to help those in need. We've about 3 years in now as a formal 501c3 charitable organization. Over the years, we've helped about 10 First Coast News, family members, if you will,
Yeah,
in the
viewers.
community.
Yeah.
It can be first responders. It can be just citizens who have, experienced some hardship.
Right. Do you have a couple stories you could share maybe?
We do, yeah, we do. So our first responders are the ones that drop everything and run towards danger, and
Right.
as such, they have an affinity to our heart. Being here in Jacksonville, it's a large military town, which just cascades patriotism across, the entire community, and that bleeds into our first responders. So we've helped, I think, 6 Jacksonville sheriff officers over the last 3 years, 3 firefighters in the community. And those can be stories where they've been injured in the line of duty,
Right.
or have fallen on some medical hardship. And again, we kind of pride ourselves for stepping in a very swift manner and just helping them get back onto their feet.
Right, and the families too. The
the
families
families,
benefit
yeah.
from this, which it's just a struggle, as much of a struggle for them sometimes.
Exactly.
Which I think that what you guys are doing is absolutely amazing. I met some of your beneficiaries as well, or the folks who've been a recipient of
Yes.
what you do. So let's get into this event. This is another way that we can give back, right? So the Red Party. Tell me about it.
Yeah. So the Red Party is on August 29th at the end of the month. It is our inaugural event. So up until this point, the Freebirds have really focused their fundraising efforts on golf tournaments.
Right.
And they have been wildly successful. But about a little over a year ago, they came to a few of the wives of the Freebirds and were like, how can we expand our fundraising efforts beyond the golf course? And so that's really where the Red Party was born. We came up with the concept. We wanted to do something that was really fun and elevated, but not necessarily a gala or a sit down or tables,
Okay.
but something that's like a little more unexpected, a little edgier.
Ooh.
And that's what the Red Party's all about.
And where will this be happening?
Yes, so it's at Private 131 in Jacksonville Beach. Amazing food, craft cocktails, intentionally intimate, so only 150 tickets. We have about 10 left, I think.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, we're getting there.
Now, what if folks can't make it out though, but they still want to help? There are ways they can do that.
Most definitely, yeah.
Okay.
So we are always accepting donations. We are still accepting sponsorships for the event.
great.
And any silent auction. So any local businesses
yeah.
that want to get involved, we would happily accept those as well.
That's wonderful. Now, if folks do want to learn a little bit more about either y'all as an organization or the party itself, where should they go?
JaxFreebirds.org is our website. All of our testimonies, all of our community outreach is posted there on the website. There's also ways in which you contribute to, by way of donations or tickets to our events. We're across all social media. I think you guys may be broadcasting some of that.
Yes, you guys do a great job too with that, by the way, on your social media platforms.
you.
So,
you.
well, thank you both so much for joining us and for what you do for the community. It has really made a big impact here. I can feel it. And just talking with you guys and now being a part of this, Brian Sexton and I will be voice of the Jags. He and I will be hosting this event. So thanks again for that.
I look
Thank you,
forward to
Jordan.
it.
We
Of
appreciate
course.
it.
Can't wait
Thank
to
you,
see you
Jordan.
there, and maybe I'll see you there. All right, David, what do you got coming up?
All right, who's ready to play ball? We'll be joined by the one and only Scott Kornberg of the Jumbo Shrimp. He'll join us to tell us all about the fun that you can still have at the ballpark. Then we check in with meteorologist Mike Prangley, who's keeping us up to date on all things weather. Stick around. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. If you're looking for affordable family fun and make some memories, the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp have just what you're looking for. We're joined by Director of Broadcasting and Media Relations, play-by-play broadcaster, and dear friend of the show, Scott Kornberg. Scott, thank you so very much for being here, man.
Thank you for having me on. It's a pleasure.
Okay, so before we get into this stuff, I'm just gonna come right out, man. You're getting called up to go do some Marlins work.
I am.
You're gonna get to do play-by-play for the Marlins?
Yeah, I'm really excited about it. Thank you.
Dude, that's so rad.
Look at the reaction. This is why I try to come on this show, right?
Congratulations,
Thank
dude.
you.
That is so cool.
That's the best reaction I've had of anybody I've told so far.
Really?
So that's amazing.
Man,
yeah.
Listen, I did play-by-play for women's NCAA for softball, and so like play-by-play is so cool. It's so rad. You're gonna do great, man.
Thank you so much.
So cool.
I'm excited. Marlins, Dodgers next month. So both teams are obviously the Dodgers are, but the Marlins are playing well. So it should mean a lot.
That's cool. All right. So how much fun has this season been for you guys?
This has been awesome. We don't have the championship level team that we had this year, but so much, as you know, is everything else going on outside of the game.
Yeah.
And we've had some awesome promotions. We've had all the fireworks shows.
Yeah.
The food has been really good. I don't know about the Mexican corn pizza you guys just had. Maybe we got to introduce that to the ballpark.
Right.
But it's been a lot of fun over at ViStar Ballpark. We've had a great time.
It is a wonderful place to watch baseball. The upgrades that you guys have done are so great. It's so cool. I love going out in the right field. That whole area is so cool now. You can go there. There's air conditioning. The bar's nice. And then you were touching on the food. It's awesome.
And every single seat, like you talked about the renovations, like every single seat in the seating bowl got redone this year. So that's been a huge upgrade. The field completely redone, which when it rains like it does every day here, that's really nice to have like a pristine drainage system, and the bullpens out on the outfield wall. It just feels like a miniature big league park, which is what we're looking for.
It does. It definitely it has a major league feel to it. It really does. Okay, so what's gonna go on for the rest of the season? What do you guys got?
So the thing I'm looking forward to most is the shrimp neck pillow. We did this I think maybe like 8 or 9 years ago, before my time.
Yeah.
And it was really popular, and we are bringing that back. Our final game of the season, home game of the season, September 12th. That's the one thing I think people are most excited for. We obviously have fireworks shows every Friday. We got them for most of the Saturdays left as well. We have a cool little safari hat giveaway this Saturday, which is neat, but the shrimp neck pillow, I think, is above all #1 giveaway of the year.
That sounds great, dude. I love it.
You would look good in it.
I've got to get one. I've got to come out. I've got to come out and get it on September 12th, right?
September 12th.
Okay, cool. All right, so talk to me about the fans, right? Like us when we get out there, because we love baseball, man. So what is it like for you guys in the office, right, to see fans have such a good time with the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp?
That's why we do this thing, right? It is so cool to see the energy every single day come into the ballpark, because it's a long season, 150 games, and this is the dog days of August, right? So this is when you're supposed to be tired. But even for a Tuesday and a Wednesday, to see the energy that we have, like for example, today we have an all-inclusive ticket for the first time ever, which is neat, for $20. So you can come watch a game, all-inclusive. So the energy and people smiling and the memories they make, like that's, I know it sounds cheesy, but that's literally why we do this thing.
Yeah, I mean, it is. It's super cool. Like we were talking about off camera, the very first game that I remember like going to and having the full experience and all that kind of stuff was with my dad at a Jax Post game. Right?
It's like one of the great questions to ask people is, when is your birthday? When did you graduate high school, like you guys were doing earlier? But also, what do you remember about your first baseball game?
Yeah.
Because people have these vivid memories of seeing the grass for the first time and the colors and the smells of everything. And so to be able to hear that from our fans, because there are a lot of people who are coming here for the first time every single night, that is really cool. The autographs, the intimacy of minor league baseball, where you were so close to the players. That's amazing. That's like when we hear from our fans about that, you can't beat it.
You can't beat it. Scott, thank you so very much. Where do we go to get tickets and learn more?
JaxShrimp.com.
There you go, JaxShrimp.com. Thank you so very much. And we touched on it, right? I've had the opportunity to go out there and hang out with them and play some baseball. I got a chance to go hit. What?
Great swing.
Check
Great
it out.
swing, by the way.
Thanks,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
All right, guys, it's time further ado, we'll do it. I am back here at Vistar Ballpark. I'm gonna learn how to hit today. Well, I've got an actual baseball player with me. I've got Cody Morissette of the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp. Sir, thank you so very much for having me here today.
Thanks for having me on.
All right, so my man plays here infield. You're a lefty, right?
Left-handed hitter.
Okay, so this is gonna be interesting. I'm a right-handed hitter. You know what? I'll try left-handed anyway, so that'll be fun. But before we get started, tell me a little bit about you, man. So how long have you been playing baseball? Like, give me the lowdown.
So name's Cody. Played baseball pretty much my whole life. Like since I could walk, something I love, something I wanted to do. Grew up in the Northeast in Exeter, New Hampshire. I went to Boston College after that, after graduating my high school years. And then I've been with the Marlins since 2021. So still loving it, still get to show up to a baseball field every day. It's a dream job.
That is so cool. Okay, so we're in the batting cages and like, this is where it all starts, right?
Yeah, everyone, all the fans, they watch us out there and see us hit a 95-mile-per-hour fastball, and they're like, wow, you make it look easy, but like, it all starts in here. This is the baseline of our work. This is the foundation. We start in here at 1:30 for a 7 o'clock game.
Wow.
So it's a long day of work just to get ready to go perform out there for all the fans.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so what are we gonna be learning today? What are you gonna be teaching me?
So I think we're gonna do some front toss,
Okay.
which is the foundation, like something we do every day.
Okay.
And we're gonna work on some timing. We're gonna work on hitting the ball up the middle. And then again, the last round, we're gonna try to get you to some home runs, have some fun with it.
I love it. Let's get to work, man.
Let's go.
Let's do it. Feeling good. I'm feeling real good.
Okay, so we're just gonna start with this. The first thing I try to do in the cage is focus on timing.
Okay.
That's step one to like the foundation of my swing. Like I need to be on time to be able to see the ball and hit the ball.
Gotcha.
So a good way to time up flips right now is when he brings his arm back, that's when I want you to start loading.
Okay.
So arm back, start loading.
So when he's
hold
back?
hold the position back here, and then when you see the pitch in your zone, just attack it. Hey, it happens to me all the time. There it is. Next thing, so first we got the timing out of the way.
Okay.
The second thing I try to do, something my dad has taught me from like a young age, and like I've kind of carried with me, it's what makes me a good hitter. Just think about taking this knob, the knob of your bat. Once you load and you're in position, you see the pitch you want to swing at, take the knob of the bat right to the baseball. All right, let's take a step out and reset. Step out and reset. Here we go. There it is. There we go. Looking way better. How'd that feel?
Feels good.
Feels good?
Feels
You
way
look good
better,
doing it.
dude. Thanks.
All right, you ready to have some fun now?
Yeah.
All right, so those are the two foundations right there, like two things I like to focus on, and good for you. Last thing I want you to do, instead of standing up when you swing, turn with your backside and just fire to the barrel. Have some fun with it. Yep. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, that's it.
All right.
That's it right there. That last one was perfect. Last one was perfect. Way to work.
All right. I feel a little better, right? I feel like I've got my timing down a little bit.
Yep.
But now it's time to step it up a notch, right?
Yeah, that's just loosening up for the day, getting your timing down, feeling your swing. So now we're gonna challenge you a little bit.
Okay, what's next?
So during our routines before the game, we work our way into machines. That's a big focus for us because again, we gotta face 95-mile-per-hour fastballs every night. So we gotta find our timing off that. So we're gonna set you up with the little one right here. But as you can see behind it, we have this thing called the traject that can actually show us the pitchers we're facing for the day, or any pitcher in the MLB, which is
What?
it's a really cool tool we have, and
So
it's very challenging. Very
put-
challenging.
Explain that a little to a layman. Okay, so like say, all right, I'm a huge Braves fan, right? Sorry,
Yep.
Marlins guys, I apologize. I'm from Atlanta. So Chris Sale, right? You could load Chris Sale in there, and it'll like the ball will kind of move the way he throws it.
Yeah, so we could face Chris Sale in an at-bat off this. It'll play a video of him as right now it's not set up, but it'll play a video of him. He can throw his nasty sweeper. I don't really want to face that.
No,
right now.
really, right?
And it can throw his fastball. But yeah, it's a big tool that helps us get ready for the game.
That's
it's
cool,
as
Dave.
close to game-like as you can get.
That's cool, Dave.
But this machine also pretty game-like. So let's see what you can do
go.
off it.
Let's do it. Thanks, man. This
Do
is
it.
cool. I'm
Let's
having
do
so
it.
much fun.
Let's do it. There we go. That's perfect right there. Keep doing that. There it is.
All right, Cody, thank you so very much. This is actually his bat, a game-used bat that he let me use here in the batting cages. But listen, it's time to hand it back over to the professional. I got to see some real swings in real time. Can you show off a little bit?
See if I can do it.
Yeah.
My first swings of the day, so
Thank
bear
you,
with
sir.
me.
This is amazing. God, that comes off the bat differently. Cool. Cool.
That's a good one.
That's
That's
awesome.
what we're gonna end on right there.
Yeah, Cody, thank you so very much, man. It's been a pleasure. It's been a real pleasure working with you. Thank you so very much. You know, I don't think I'm ever gonna be able to hit quite like the sound of the ball coming off of his bat. Fundamentally different than mine. Anyway, thank you very much, good sir. I hope you.
Thanks for being open-minded and having fun in here. That was awesome.
It was great.
It was awesome.
Live from the studios of First Coast News, Jordan Wilkerson and David Benfield. This is First Coast Little.
Welcome back. It is now time for Rain or Shine with meteorologist Mike Prangley. I'm kind of liking this casual
like
look.
it?
The bow tie
All
has
right.
come undone.
Well, it's bow ties off because we've got the heat advisory.
I hear ya.
And you want to take it easy, like just like yacht rock. You know, I've got the yacht rock going, Christopher Cross sailing. We've got actual highs of 94 to 97, feels like 108 to 112.
Oh, gosh.
I know, enough's enough. Okay. We take a look, though, good news. Jumbo Shrimp don't play until tonight. So we had the great
cool
Jumbo
down a
Shrimp interview with David over there. And we take a look, well, it feels like 106
Oh,
right now.
gosh.
So
Drink plenty of water.
cover that up. Yeah. And then tonight, yeah, much better. We will drop into the 80s and a very low chance of rain. Per-seed meteor shower. You ready for something cool to keep you cool?
Yes,
Okay,
I love watching
tomorrow
these.
night, we are going to see up to 30 to 50 meteors in the sky. Best viewing after midnight. And it's known for fireballs. Okay, it's not the shots, David. It's the fireballs. Like they have long trails in the sky. Brighter than Venus.
Whoa.
Okay, so it basically slamming in the atmosphere at 133,000 miles per hour. So we're safe. We're not going to be in danger.
Okay.
7-day forecast, the heat goes all the way through the weekend. So get out the yacht rock and captain's hat and stay cool, my friend.
And we're going to ride like the wind.
Yes.
And also buddy check tomorrow. Okay.
Yeah, don't forget your pink.
Thank you for that, Mike. I love it. Stay cool like you are. And David, I'm coming for you because I got to help you out with this one now.
Yeah, this one's on. This one, I will take the reins for the questions on this one. You're gonna have to do all the yum yums. We're back here with Chef Tom Gray, and now we're doing crab cakes.
I love how he's making you a plate, though.
Well, he's making somebody a plate.
Making someone a plate. Who's Mike here? Is it me? Okay, sorry, guys.
Something like that. All right, so tell us about crab cakes, Chef.
So crab cakes, we have crab cakes. This is the appetizer that we do at Prati, but we also make a crab cake Benedict at Town Hall.
Oh yeah.
So this is on the menu every night at Prati. This is a little lemon aioli.
Oh,
this is a quick pickle cucumber that we do in-house, along with some pickled red onions.
Oh, and you added the pickled red onions to that pizza.
To the pizza, yes.
You just
as
sold
well.
them out. You just
No,
sold them out.
because it's
I was
it's
gonna let it go.
delicious.
You see what I'm saying?
I completely
You see what I'm
forgot.
saying? I was gonna let it go.
I think
and we were just gonna let that go.
I think he wanted to let people know though that it is on there.
Yeah.
I forgot to put the pickled onions on the pizza. Thank you, Jordan.
You're welcome. See? He said thank you.
And,
sarcasm.
I know, it's okay.
but it makes that pizza that much better when it's made properly. So
Yeah.
so we have a little charred lemon, and
David's gonna finagle your mic
Okay,
just in
am I
case.
turned off?
Okay.
So, so we
Oh my
have
gosh, this looks
That looks
beautiful.
beautiful.
a little squeeze of the
Step
charred
away,
lemon
David.
on there.
Yeah, right? Look,
Charred
it
lemon.
looks awesome. I mean, I wish I could try that.
Yeah, you might need more than an EpiPen, right?
Right,
You know what?
seriously.
And a Benedict with this sounds amazing too.
Yep.
Oh, I don't even need. What am I
No,
doing
look
with
at that.
this?
Wow.
Look at that.
A little bit
Oh
of arugula
my
goes
gosh.
in there.
All right, who's on the floor that wants to try the other one?
Yeah,
Okay.
who's coming? Oh, there's Leroy. He's like, nope.
Hey, step right up.
Come on in. Try it.
Yeah, so hello, how are you?
Come on in. The water's fine.
Crab
You're
I'll
good.
move
You're
over.
good right there. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
So while we're digging in, you guys do meal deals at all of your restaurants
yes,
for
yeah,
families back
yeah.
to school?
So think getting back to school, trying to get back in the rhythm.
Yep.
We have family meal packages at all 3 restaurants. So like Prati Italia, a really common one is the pizza pasta combo. Town Hall, the popular one there tends to be the roasted chicken, sometimes the sugo combo.
The sugo. It should
my
be
God,
the
this is
sugo.
so good.
Like, so if you're watching,
The
the
sugo's good.
sugo.
What's a sugo?
Oh,
So it's,
let Chef
it's our
tell.
homemade pasta. Sugo is basically it literally translates to sauce, but it's like a bolognese. So ours is made with
That would be good.
beef and pork and slow cooked and Parmesan. And,
it's what I get every time I go.
Yum.
Like, really.
Thank you.
Yeah, great job.
I try to get other things. I really do. I try, and then I always get the sugo.
You go back to the sugo. That's okay. You can have a favorite. And Electric Dough also has a.
I'm gonna take this over here.
Okay.
Yeah.
They have, they have the package of the pizzas and meatballs and salads. So each one has something, and those are all available to take home.
Okay.
So you order it online. Takes maybe 20 minutes. Pick it up, take it home, or have it delivered if you want.
Nice.
So we don't do that in house. It's
Okay,
really,
you gotta order.
It's really geared. It's
you
all
to
it's
take
all
home.
sharing.
Okay.
You know.
That's awesome.
So it's set up for that. But yeah, the crab cake is available every day as an appetizer.
so
Brought to A crab cake Benedict at Town Hall for brunch.
Yeah.
Sunday brunch there is always pretty popular.
This is amazing.
Yeah.
So those are kind of the things that are happening right now. And of course, if you're in the town center, Prati has the best happy hour in town center.
Oh, yeah?
That's right. They do. They really do have the best happy hour, and like it's not even just about the drinks; it's also the food, right? So like, yeah,
I love the meatballs.
pizzas are like $10. The meatballs are on sale, and they're so good. It's ridiculous. The meatballs are like
cheese is on that happy hour.
yeah, it is a fantastic happy hour. Lena and I have gone several times. It's worth the ride, even if you don't live out there.
Oh, everything you make is amazing. Thank you so much for joining us.
It's my pleasure.
We'll see you
Thanks
next
for
month. I
having
can't wait to see what you
Sounds
got for
good.
us.
Right on. Jeff, thank you so very much.
Thank
Guys,
you.
stick around. We'll be right back.
Summer may be winding down, but there is still time to squeeze in one more memorable trip before fall schedules take over. Travel and hospitality expert Sarah Dandashi is here with 3 last hurrah getaways to make the most of the season. Great to see you. Thanks for joining us. And Sarah, are people still looking to travel this late into summer?
Yes, they are. So in fact, 47% of travelers say that they're planning more short getaways this summer, and 40% are actually saying that they prefer a short trip to a long vacation. So if you still have not planned a big vacation, a long weekend still counts. Now, for an easy Florida escape, look at the Courtyard Sarasota at University Town Center. It's modern, relaxed, low fuss. You can walk to the shops and restaurants at UTC, downtown Sarasota, the beaches. All these options are so close. Now, back at the hotel, there's an outdoor pool and the bistro for morning coffee or an evening cocktail. And then they have the Shop, Sip, and See package, which adds a $25 Visa gift card, a welcome amenity, a coffee or cocktail, and a 2 p.m. checkout. So you can shop at the beach or aquarium and enjoy the final morning without rushing out.
That sounds so nice. And then, of course, we have to think of the beach when we think of summer, even late summer. Is there a beach getaway that also gives families a more meaningful experience?
I love this one. So the Westin Hilton Head Island Resort and Spa. Now, this is a classic coastal getaway, and it sits on a wide Atlantic beach. The rooms have these soft coastal colors, private balconies, and ocean or maritime forest views. So they've got 3 pools, including family areas and quieter zones. And you can also grab a bike or ride along the beach. Now, what I love that they're doing, and especially talking about more meaningful, they have the Sea Turtle Conservation Stay Package. Now, this absolutely adds this meaningful local connection. Families get educational materials and turtle-friendly red flashlights for evening walks. And also part of the package, it supports local conservation. So the kids still get the beach, the pool, while learning why this shoreline matters.
Oh, I love that. That's so fun. And for families who want to end summer with a more elevated resort stay, where could they go?
Another fabulous property, the JW Marriott Clearwater Beach, Florida Resort and Spa is polished but genuinely family friendly, which I love. It sits on the quieter end of Clearwater Beach with an exclusive stretch of sand, private balconies, an 11th floor pool overlooking the Gulf. Now, for larger families, the 1, 2, and 3 bedroom residences add kitchens, living space, and laundry, which is always great. There's also a spa, coastal dining, and a kids club and wildlife programming. They have a really interesting package, the Summertime Serenity Package, which adds breakfast for 4 dining credit, kids club access, and a beach amenity. So it really gives adults a more elevated resort stay with plenty for the kids as well.
Hey, and I'm born and raised in Clearwater, Florida. I can attest to how beautiful it is there. So definitely go check that out, guys. So what is your best planning tip, though, for planning a last-minute getaway now?
Okay, I always say this, pick the experience first, whether it's beach, wildlife shopping, pure relaxation, whatever you want to do, and then let that narrow the choices. Then check for packages. I love this. Breakfast, parking credits, a late checkout, all of these can add real value. And then if you're just looking for inspiration, I always like to say head to Marriott.com because there's a lot to discover there.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Happy travels and happy end of summer to you.
Thank you so much.
Of course. Everyone at home, if you would like to see this interview again, just head to First Coast News Plus.
From supply lists and clothes shopping to endless coordination, back to school preparation is a parent's nightmare. Great Clips' national design team lead Astoria Stubbs joins us to share what haircuts are most in demand for students this school year and what hair products can help make them their best or look their best without overspending. Astoria, thank you so very much for joining us today. So what haircuts are expected to be the most popular this back to school season?
Yes, so what I'll tell you, Dave, is that the 90s have trended back around. So we're seeing lots of curtain bangs, lots of face framing, lots of texture and volume in the top of the hair for our girls. And of course, the bobs have not gone out of style. They've just been a little bit modified with some texture in the top and face framing. For our boys, we're seeing lots of tapered fades, tapered blowouts, and I hate to say it, but the mullet has never left. It's just been modified.
I love it. I hate to say it, but the mullet has survived. It's thriving. Okay, you know, it's interesting. I'm 45 years old, right? So like the 90s coming back around is kind of weird, right? So let me ask you, what's driving kids' interest in certain trending haircuts and styles?
So of course it's social media, pop culture, and what they see athletes wearing. So anything that they're seeing on TV or online, that's what they're wanting when they come into the salon.
It's so interesting. I feel like my parents again. It's like, you know, like when they used to talk about us in the 90s and stuff, and it's like, oh wow, it is so very true that it all is very cyclical. So what are your tips though for achieving popular hairstyles like we used to flex in the 90s that'll make morning less stressful?
Yes. So it's of course working with your child's hair texture. So if they have curly hair, you want to make sure you're getting a style that works with that hair. We don't want to work against it. Shorter hair, making sure you add lots of texture and volume to it so they can get that nice little hairstyle that they're looking for. The easier the haircut is, the better for the child in the morning.
Okay, so what products do you recommend for kids to help style their hair, you know, with minimal effort and that won't break the bank?
Yeah, so for the texture blowouts, I would say we're using a lot of texture powder in the top of the head, so making sure you apply that when it's dry. It's something they can do on their own and just fluff it. Of course, a little bit of gel goes a long way, and I preface that with a little bit saying a dime size to a nickel size is just enough. You don't need too much. And for the girls, using like a nice leave-in conditioner or a curling cream or natural cream to make sure you're matching with their waves and curls.
That's very cool. Very good advice. Okay, so how can parents use technology to get in and out of the salon with less stress?
Yes, we try to make it easy around here at Great Clips. So we have our online check-in app, so you can download the app. You can check in all your kiddos at one time. Mom and dad can get a haircut as well. So what's great about it is it'll tell you exactly what the wait time is, and then it'll also give you a little alert to let you know when it's your time to walk into the salon. So you're not waiting there all day. Just make it nice, quick, and easy.
I love that. That's very cool. All right, Astoria, before I let you go, where do we go to learn some more?
Yes, so to learn more about haircuts and back to school, you're going to go to greatclips.com/back to school.
Sounds good, Astoria. Thank you so very much for your time this morning. And folks at home, if you want to catch this segment again or others like it, just head over to First Coast News Plus.